Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Kamalia Kurniasari with NIM 2024 32005. I am an undergraduate student of Information System at PLN Institute of Technology. Today, I would like to present the result of my practical activities related to computer networks. And in this session, I will explain two main activities that I have conducted. The first one is network scanning using Nmap, and the second one is analyzing network traffic using Wireshark. And these practical activities aim to help us understand how to identify devices in a network and detect open ports and analyze the traffic that occurs during network communication. By doing this practice, we can gain a better understanding of how networks work in real condition. Okay, but before I explain the network scanning and analysis network with Wireshark, I will share my screen. Okay. Um, the first one I will explain about network scanning using Nmap. But before that, before starting the scanning process using Nmap, the first step that needs to be done is checking the IP configuration of the device. This is done by opening command prompt or CMD and running the command ipconfig. In here, I will open the CMD before, and then we entered IP config and entered. Nah, in here, from this tab, we can find the IPv4 address. There is 192.168.1.1.101. This IP address, which will be used as the target for scanning in application Nmap. After obtaining the IP address, we can proceed to the scanning process using Nmap. And in this practical session, several types of scanning methods were used, including ping scan, regular scan, intent scan all TCP ports, and slow comprehensive scan. But before that, I will copy paste this um, IP address, and then I will enter the IP address in here. We are using ping scan. Ping scan. Okay. And then we just click this scan. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um, in ping scan, the scan is used to check whether a host is active or not. It works by sending a request to the target and waiting for a response. If the target responds like this, it means the host is active and connected to the network. Next, we will use regular scan. Okay. Okay, in regular scan, this is a basic scan used to detect open parts on the target system. It provides general information about which parts are accessible and can be used for communication. Next, we will use intense, sorry, intense scan. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Um, During waiting this intent scan, I will explain about the intent scan. So this scan provides more detailed information compared to a regular scan. It's not only detects open parts for the scan, but also identifies services and version running on those parts. Okay, so in here, the intent scan is already scanned. Next, we will use intent scan all TCP uh, TCP parts in here. Okay. Okay. In this scan, the scan is checks all possible TCP ports, not just the common ones. It is more throughout and useful for finding hidden or less commonly used services. Wait, this scan is not already done. We waiting for the scan. Okay, okay. This is the parts, all possible TCP ports that we check in and scan all TCP ports. Okay, next, the last one is slow comprehensive scan. Okay, for the slow comprehensive scan itself this is the most detailed scan among all. It performs a deep analysis of the target system, including services detection, OS detection, and other advanced information. However, it takes more time to complete the slow comprehensive scan. Okay, so throughout this activity, it can be understood that Nmap is a powerful tool for network analysis, especially in identifying vulnerabilities and understanding the structure of a network. For slow comprehensive scan, um, it takes some it takes many time for complete the scan. Okay, maybe that's for the network scanning in Nmap because slow comprehensive scanning is very takes a long time. So we will move to the second practical. That the second practical is network traffic analysis using Wireshark. Okay, I will close this first practical. That is network scanning using Nmap. Oh, wait. Okay, and for the second practical is the second practical activity is analyzing network traffic using this application that Wireshark. The first step is opening the Wireshark application, and then in here, the selecting the active network interface, which in this case is Wi-Fi. And after selecting Wi-Fi, The Wireshark interface will appear and start capturing network traffic like this. Okay, before we're applying the filters, several initial tests are performed using command prompt um, like network scanning before, but in here we will check the ping and the IP config. So this includes running the command ping 8, 8.8.8.8, and then we enter that. Um, this command ping is to generate network activity and checking, and here we are checking the IP config. Sorry, IP config. Okay, same like this network scanning before. The IPv4 is 192.168.1.101. Okay. And after that, we open the web browser in Google Chrome. That a website called HTTP. This is HTTP forever. Okay, we have done open the we have accessed the web browser, and the system is then left running for a few minutes to generate sufficient network traffic data. Okay, maybe we just wait for 1 minute. Maybe that's all, yeah. Okay, once enough data is captured, the capturing process is stopped by clicking the red squared button in Wireshark in here. We just click the stop capturing packets, like just click OK. And next, we will filtering is by apply to analyzes specific types of traffic. The filters used in this practical activity include ICMP filters, IPsRC equal the IP config, and HTTP filter, TCP port equal 80 and TCP port equal 443, and then IP ADDR equal the IP config, and the last one is TCP flag SYN equal 1. Okay, maybe we will start with the ICMP filter. In here, we just write the ICMP filter. Okay, the ICMP, and then we entered. Okay, this filter is used to display packets related to ping activity. It helps identify communication between devices when um, when testing is connectivity. And then we next for the second filter is IP.src in here. But yeah, and then we just enter. Okay. This filter shows only packets that come from a specific source IP address, and it is useful for tracking the activity of a particular device. Next, we used HTTP filter. Okay, this filter displays a web traffic that use the HTTP protocol. It helps analyze communication between the browser and web server. Web server that we open in Google Chrome in here. Okay, next we used TCP port equal 80 equal 80. Okay, in here is equal 80 and then for 443. This filter is used to display traffic on ports 80 and 443, which are commonly used for HTTP and HTTPS communication. It helps compare secure and non-secure web traffic. And then we used IP dot ADDR equal. Okay. This filter shows all traffic related to a specific IP address, both as source and destination. It provides a complete view of communication involving that device. And the last one, we use TCP um, dot flex that's in equal 1. Okay. This filter is used to identify the beginning of a TCP connection, and then it shows packets that initiate communication between devices. So these filters help simplify the analysis by focusing only on relevant data. As a result, it becomes easier to understand how communication occurs within the network. Okay, maybe for the conclusion of the two practical is these practical activities provide valuable insights into how networks operate and how they can be analyzed by using tools like Nmap and Wireshark. We can identify devices, detect open ports, and monitor network traffic effectively. These skills are very important, especially in the field of network security, as they help us to understand potential vulnerabilities and improve system protection. Maybe that's all for my practical that I can present for today. I hope this presentation can provide a clear understanding about network scanning using Nmap and network traffic analysis using Wireshark. I realized that this presentation is still far from perfect, so I sincerely so I'm sorry. So I sincerely apologize if there are many mistakes in my explanation or any incorrect information. Maybe that's all. Thank you very much for your kind attention and for your time. The last I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.